Hey everybody, how you doing tonight? It's Bill with The Edge of Eternity. I'm going to show you a really quick little video for a project I did for our lab at the tech center that I work at. Basically, these are some small, I call them dogs or hold downs or clamps, whatever you want to call them, that we needed for some fixtures to hold some metal plates in place while we uh, use some of our automation on them to prove out some samples. So, anyways, what they what I'm going to do here is just show you the process really quickly. It's very simple, and the main reason I'm showing you this is because I want to get into some videos on powder coating and just show you what I do with powder coating and how it works for me. And so this video has a little powder coating in it. Nothing that you'll actually see other than the results, but you'll see the process I went through to make these little clamps. Very simple, very easy little job, but I just found it interesting, so I'm going to share it with you guys, okay? I'll catch you in just a minute. Okay, the first step was to take a piece of 6-foot stock and set up a stop and cut 32 pieces off of this to length. So I cut them all the same length to get them prepped for the next step. The next step was I took all these pieces that I had cut on the horizontal bandsaw and I clamped them together, 32 pieces, side to side, and squared them up on my mill, and then I ran a cutter over the top of them just to flatten this side of the parts. I was only taking maybe 40 thousandths off. After that, I flipped them over. I had them sitting on a set of parallels below so everything stayed nice and true. And I machined the other side so that I'd have nice precision on the length. Not that precision was really needed, but I just did it so everything ended up nice and uniform. Forgive the bad video, but I was cranking with my right hand and holding the camera with my left hand because I broke my tripod and didn't have a good way to actually hold the video camera. So that's why it's a little bit shaky and out of whack. The next step, I put in a chamfer cutter and cleaned up all the edges. Following the chamfering, I then stacked up 6 parts in the vise and used a master part just to locate the pilot hole. And then I drilled the pilot hole, followed by drilling to the proper size and tapping. I repeated that process until I had all 32 pieces drilled with the pilot, and then I used this fancy dancy drill to drill the tap drill size and then follow up with the tap. And here is the finished product before getting ready for powder coat. When powder coating, you have to follow some of the same processes you do in painting. In other words, you want to make sure you have a very clean product and surface that's ready because your finish will be reflected by the prep work. In this case, since these were just flat clamps, I Scotch-Brighted them off after cleaning them and then got them ready for powder coat. Since I couldn't find my good Eastwood gloss black powder coating powder, I ended up going to Harbor Freight and getting this flat black material. And here you see all the parts grouped together, powder coated, finished, and ready to ship.